All right, so you guys submitted your aquariums to me to review. I usually only look at really crappy aquariums on the internet, but now I am looking at aquariums that you guys have at home, and hopefully they're not as crappy. I got 50 good submissions. We went through 25 of them in the last video. We have 25 left to go. I already gave a tank in the first video a 10 out of 10. One tank got a 10 out of 10. So if I see something better, we may have to break the scale, or we may even have a tie. We'll have to see how it ends up.
Hey YouTube, he failed a freshwater fish test earlier.
That's not true. I didn't do that. Don't listen to that guy. Anyways, first tank. I saw the word coral, so I'm gonna assume it to be saltwater. Yuck. I hate saltwater. It's pretty though. I don't know why saltwater tanks always have this light. Is there a logistical reason that saltwater tanks always have like this like deep blue light? But it's a pretty good tank overall. I'll give it a 6, even though I don't really like because the ocean is blue. Helps coral growth. Okay. I figured there was a logistical reason to it, but I don't like when like everything is dyed blue in the tank. I feel like it doesn't look very nice. All right, Ooga Booga Shakalaka with the submission. Not bad. Is this a bow front tank, or is the picture just taken with a fisheye lens? It looks like it's a bow front or something. It's weird how it curves like that. This feels like a lot of separate ideas not put together well, if that makes any sense. Like this vegetation could be thicker. The vegetation on the top should cover, you know, most of the surface. I understand the obligate air breather. These kind of just feel like randomly placed plants. Like it feels like all the plants are just kind of placed here with no particular reason. They don't really ever go together. But I don't dislike it. It's a 5. It's middle of the road. Gannon Garner official. Ooh, oh, I love when plants grow out of the tank. I love when you have plants that are rooted on the surface, but they don't just like grow at the surface like duckweed or whatever. They actually grow fully out of the tank. This is a thick ass tank. Are there other pictures? There are pictures of fish? Damn. It's so dark inside because the light can't penetrate through all the plants, which is unfortunate as a viewer, but it's a really cool environment. I really like the layout. This is a cool tank. I'm a big fan of this tank. This is something like I would have for native fishes. If I was going to keep like pirate perch or iron color shiner or something that like really loved vegetated areas in a native tank, I would do something like this, where like I don't get to see them as often or in as, you know, beautiful as of color, but it looks very comfy if I was a fish. It's funny, the more things we put in and the less room we give them, for some reason it looks better. Like if this tank was barren, technically they'd have more room, but I'd be like, yeah, this tank is not good for that fish. But with all the vegetation, it's really nice. Oh, I didn't rate it. I'll give it an 8. It's good. It's good. It's not going to compete with the top ones though, just because the aesthetic appeal isn't there. Harlequin Rasbora. Hey, I caught these in the wild in Malaysia. I see the sectioning of the tank. We've sort of got the decoration here, and then the driftwood, and then the plant area over here. But it feels lopsided and incomplete. While I understand it conceptually, the idea of sectioning the tank and having multiple environments in like a single area, it just feels imbalanced and incomplete to me, which is not the best. You think it looks natural? That's fair. I could see how it would look natural. But I think the plants would thin out more naturally if it was natural. And also the broken potted plant would not be there. I don't know. I'll give it a 6. It's a nice tank, but it's not quite my aesthetic. Whoa. Okay. This has a vibe. See, I didn't really like the blue light, but is this a red light, or is the tank just overall that color? It's pretty. Wow. I can't tell if it's the light or if this, like, the plants are just predominantly a reddish color. It has to be something related to the light, right? Wow. The holes in the sand. Hopefully those aren't actual bubbles, because that'll be full of ammonia, and when that gets released by a fish digging up the sand, it'll release a shitload of ammonia into the aquarium. Hey, hopefully that doesn't happen though. It's a very pretty tank. It's kind of monotonous though. Everything is a little bit too red. Like, the red coloration is cool to look at at first, and then when I try to like look around and pick out details, I find myself lost. I'll give it a 6. It's unique and it's well done, but not my thing. AVNJ tank, Angelfish. I hate Angelfish. This decoration, weird, but sure. Is that a fake plant? That's definitely a fake plant. These are all fake plants. Okay, fake plants, some cichlids, or is that one cichlid and this is a reflection? We'll assume 2 cichlids, 2 angelfish, fake plants, and a decoration. It's a 3. I don't like it very much. It's fine though, I guess. All right, next tank. Pretty. Ooh, I love the foliage. Look, the dead leaves and everything. So it's like you're actually in like a stream bed. They've thrown in dead leaves and plants. Are those sweet gum seeds? Aren't those spiky? Did you put sweet gum seeds in your tank? Hopefully the fish don't stab themselves on it. Yeah, this does look very cool, very natural. It's something I would... This is the type of environment I would be wearing my wading boots and I would be stomping through. Oh, very pretty fish that are in there. Beckford pencilfish and a pistogramma trifasciata. Interesting. I like the really natural vibe. It's very unique. Do they make dead leaves specifically for fish tanks so they don't decay? I was wondering that too. These look like real leaves. That looks like a white oak leaf. Like, I would have thought that they would be fake leaves, but this looks way too perfect, like too well of a lobe for this to not be like a white oak leaf. I'm Sheep in chat said they are real leaves. I got them while hiking. They decay. That's part of the idea. All right, fair enough. I like them. I'm a fan. I'll give it an 8. It's unique. I really like the really natural environment. This is giving me ideas for when I finally do decide to do a native fish tank. Mr. Organic. Okay, first sand we've seen in a while, I feel like. I really like the plants. I like the driftwood and the rocks. I can't tell. Are there any fish? Yeah, it's pretty. I really like the vegetation. I like sand. I'm really biased towards sand tanks. It's pretty. I'll give it a 7. Nothing particularly unique, but it's pretty. Okay. This is a bit odd. This tank gives off weird vibes. So we've got what I assume is a kissing gourami, 2 parrot cichlids, and I don't know what this is. Not barbadace, but something probably cyprinidae. The vegetation is kind of just weird and disconnected. I don't like the gravel very much. This just feels like you found a flat piece of rock and like the little bin of extra rocks at the pet store, and you were like, I don't really know where the fuck to put this, so you just put it on top of some other ones. Doesn't really do much. It just feels like disorganized or disconnected. And also the fish choices are very odd. These are not exactly the A team of fish. I'll give it a 4. Okay. I guess this is a slightly better use of the slate. Nope, they're kind of really doing exactly what the last person did. Yeah, fake decoration. These look like fake plants. I'm not 100% sure they look like fake plants though. Some look real. This one just looks fake, but it might be real. Let's assume they're real. Let's give them the best chance. Got the shitty gravel. I just hate this colored gravel.
How many tanks do you have? I feel like I've never seen them.
I have 1 tank. Well, 2 maybe technically, but I have 1 big tank. And no, I've never shown them on stream. This is nice. I don't know. I just don't like the aquarium gravel. Why is the suction cup just in space and not suction to the side of the tank? The plants kind of look fake. It's a 4. It's just not super pretty. Yeah, I can show my tank at the end if I can find a picture of it. Okay, not sure what that is. I assume it's a betta fish. I like that if these look real, like real plants and moss growing on a decoration is a really cool idea. Makes it look better. Assuming those are real plants on a... Yeah, the water is a bit low, but that's not the biggest of deals. Assuming it's a betta fish, I mean, they're obligate air breathers anyways. I don't hate the gravel. I normally hate gravel, but it's not colored. It feels more natural. I mean, it is kind of like a yellow. I don't really like the barrel or this, which I assume... I mean, it looks fake. Is this real? I'm now questioning if this is real. If this is real, it's really cool. But based on everything else I'm seeing in the tank, I'm doubting that this is actual real moss growing on that rock. That fake rock. It is real? Okay. If it's real, I'll give the tank a 5 then. So overall, it's not the best, but it's fine. King Kong. Is that a Lego alligator? Why do you have a Lego Is this like the bone marrow thing that you give to dogs to chew on? No, that's a section of PVC pipe. Okay. Oh, pufferfish. That's the first pufferfish tank we've seen today, I think. That changed my opinion a lot. I don't like the colored gravel. I don't like the Lego alligator. I don't really like this like rock on top of a rock on top of a rock, but the pufferfish is really cute. So I'll give it a 6. No, I'll give it a 5. I'm not going to be unfair. I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. I just can't even zoom in on this one. Are these Harlequin Rasbora? Same thing I caught in Malaysia. Cool. The houses kind of ruin it. Am I crazy to say that? These kind of ruin it. I really like the natural environment. These rocks are really cool. The vegetation's cool. The bottom's cool. The houses are just... I mean, it's appealing to a person, I guess. Just doesn't feel as cool of a tank. I'll give it a 6. Okay. This tank is cool. I like the way that there are holes in the rocks. Ways for things to go in. The very natural, like, landscape here. The plants kind of go with it a little bit. It stands out a little bit, but it's not bad. This corner thing is interesting. Is there a shrimp back there? Is that a bamboo shrimp hiding behind a rock in the corner? Because of course he is. The coconut thing, really? This is like the basic decoration you get at the fish store. Yeah, the flow effect with the plants is cool. I assume the filter is moving all the plants to be that way. It's a cool tank. It's 7. I don't like the coconut. It's a 7. Oh man, no one's gonna be able to top the 10 from the first video, huh? Okay, rainbow fish. And I assume bamboo shrimp poking out there, some cories, a pleco, Jesus Christ. This looks like one of the tanks that would be at my local fish store. It's very cool. I like the environment and the layout, even though like the plants feel disorganized or disconnected, they kind of are harmonious in a way. I like this rocky background idea. Obviously, it's just like a flat image. It's not an actual rocky background, but I think it's kind of pretty. A lot of fish, though. We'll give it a 6. Whoa. That is a lot of different fish species. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So much. Okay. So we've got leaf litter. We've got like a little bit of like dirty or less clear water, more turbid water, because I think they're going for more of a natural feel. The plants definitely feel like naturally placed, which is cool. The dead leaves is definitely a really cool idea. I gotta do that. Never really thought about doing that. Driftwood, very cool. The rocks dug into the sand, very cool. Feels like a cool, natural environment. I'll give it a 7. Okay. I was wondering when we were gonna get another one that I could give less than a 5. All right, what do I do with this? So we've got colored gravel. Is this a turtle tank? Surely it's a turtle tank because it has an above water section, unless it's like a mud skipper tank or something. The plants underwater are cool. The plants above water is cool. I don't hate, well, I do kind of hate the underwater environment. The above ground or above water environment's actually really cool. Is this a turtle tank? A mono shrimp and alpine newt? What? I mean, I don't know enough about newts to make a judgment on this, but... Wait, are they not meant to go above the water? There's no way up. I mean, I guess unless they climb right here. This is weird. I really like it conceptually, but I don't like the execution. I'll give it a 4. Conceptually, I really like the idea of tanks where they have an above water section and a below water section, but nah. Wow. Is this one in the side? This is like built into something. This must be at like this is like the one you would see at a dentist's office. Jesus Christ, there are so many fish. Yeah, this was definitely professionally done. This is definitely done by like a company that comes in and designed it. You could tell with like the rocks and the substrate and everything, and how many fucking fish they put in there. Why are there glass catfish in there? Yeah, this feels professionally done, but yet it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural or good in any way. I would give this like a 6 naturally, because there's just too many fish. I don't like how they're all schooled up there and there's so much open space, and I hate glass catfish. And this rock thing kind of gets repetitive. It's cool like here and here, and then it stops being cool the 7 other times it happens. Yeah, it would be a 7 if it was like less fish. I'll give it a 6 for how it is and like the professional feel. Okay, this is fake plant, fake plant, fake plant, fake plant, fake coral, I guess. Fake plant. Weird rock decoration, probably plastic. Was this an attempt at adding a real plant? Is this a moss ball that was attempted to be added? Not gonna work. The white gravel is literally blinding. I can't even see the fucking bottom of the tank. It just looks like I filled it in with a paint bucket tool. And the fish choices are a bit weird. Yeah, this is a 2 or a 3. I don't know. I wouldn't enjoy looking at this tank. Okay, neon Tetra tank it looks like. I can't zoom in at all, but it looks like neon Tetra tank. Looks cool, natural. I like the driftwood. I like the plants. I like the open space mixed with like the driftwood coming up, the stick coming up, and the plants coming up. So there's not, like, a lot of times I feel like people have a lot of empty extra space at the top of their planks. Top of their tanks, I mean. A lot of extra space at the top of their tanks that's just open. And then when fish go up there, it feels really unbalanced. But this is really well balanced vertically, which is rare for me. So I'll give it a 7. Mac Daddy Diggle. And they sent me a video. Alright, it's the first video I've gotten, at least. Get to see the tank in action. It's very pretty. I do like this type of thing where, like, if you're gonna have a tank that has different sections, I like the idea of having it be balanced. So there's both rocks and plants on the left side and the right side. So it still feels symmetrical and balanced, but you get to have this open section. That one tank we had earlier, we saw earlier, where it was like completely vegetated on one side and then empty on the other side, feels imbalanced because it's asymmetrical. This one I think is really nice. I like this one. Yeah, I'll give this an 8. This is a pretty nice tank. I like the floating vegetation too. Seeing it in action is cool. This is an 8. Oh man, we only have 4 submissions left. Is anything gonna be able to top the 10 from the first video? This one looks like it has a lot of stuff in it. What? The tiny, how does it have that much shit? 6 dwarf pencilfish, 6 neon tetras, 6 Trilanotis corridorus, 6 cardinal tetras, 2 cardinal tetras, 2 German blue ram, 1 bristlenose pleco, 6 otocinclus, and 6 amano shrimp. In this? Where the fuck are they all? Oh shit, I'm starting to see them. Jesus. I mean, I really like the tank layout. This is this not debris? Detritus on the sand here? That might be a sign that you have too much ammonia in your tank if there's detritus / dead food piling up on the bottom. Oh yeah, I even see it on the plant as well. I don't hate the tank though. I really like the layout, and I do like this rock background. This is cool. This is it's a 6. It's good. All right, Wicked Bird. Jesus, this person wrote a lot of things. Oh, they have 4 tanks that they're submitting. Okay. Okay. All right, tank number 1, sure. It's very pretty. Tank number 2. It's fine. I don't like it very much. Tank number 3. I like that tank. A little dark for my taste, but I like it. Tank number 4. Pretty. They sort of have this, clearly have like the same, whatchamacallit, the same design on every single tank. Every tank feels like very similarly designed to me, like they're not unique, which is fine. It's like how you design your tanks. I like this tank the best, I think. It has those like dark sections which make it feel unique, but it's also very light. Yeah, the Star Wars decoration is cool. Conceptually, I like it a lot. I'll give these all a 7 combined. All right, 2 more tanks. Can Susu Patkani get a 10 out of 10? Jesus Christ. Nope, they get a 1 out of 10. Congratulations. All right. The last tank of the day, the only one left that has a chance to dethrone the 10 out of 10. Congratulations to the person who got a 10 out of 10. This is like it's like a 6. Vegetation's cool. The green light is interesting. I like the driftwood and the black, but it's just not particularly unique. And I don't know if it's the lens or if it's a bow front tank, but the shape throws me off. It's a 6. All right, I just reviewed fish tanks for like an hour straight. That was a lot. That was a lot to do that I just did. Oh my god, I have so many tabs to close. Jesus. Whoa.